Good morning, everyone. I just wanted to go over the types of canvases that I'm using for my latest project, which is the 100 Chickens project. So I'm using the Trekell 6x6 hot press watercolor paper on aluminum panel. It's Trekell. It is awesome. It is professionally mounted hot press watercolor paper to this aluminum panel composite. It is 6x6 by 1/8 inch. It allows you to paint on the paper without the paper buckling or without you having to stretch the paper first. It accepts the paint beautifully. I've been painting gouache and watercolor both on this, and it's by far my absolute favorite thing to paint on. However, the price point is quite high, so I wasn't able to do my entire project with this, but after I paint the panel and do everything, I actually seal it with a sealer, and it's been working out really, really well. This is my more economical version, and you'll see if you've purchased any of the series that the price is definitely reflected in the canvas as well. So while this is a cheaper canvas, it is a gallery style canvas, and once I get it, I use Daniel Smith watercolor ground. I've been using the Daniel Smith titanium white. This is the transparent. So the first set that I did 2 coats of the titanium white, and then I sanded it with a 220 grit sandpaper. And it was really nice. It gave me a super smooth working surface. They tout it as being able to accept the watercolor paint exactly like watercolor paper. That isn't entirely true. It does have some absorbency. It does not react like cold pressed watercolor paper, at least no cold pressed watercolor paper I've ever used, but it's not bad. It does accept the paint quite well. And I do like that I'm able to sand it down to get a really, really, really nice smooth surface. I only prep the top. Again, I do 2 coats, sand. I may try to experiment with some wet sanding. I've just been doing dry sanding, but I may do one where I do the wet sanding to see if I can get a little bit smoother surface. But the cool thing about using the gallery canvas is you don't need a frame. So I paint the sides with acrylic, and when you hang it on the wall, you don't need to frame it because the sides are painted. So that is an advantage over this, which does need a frame. It doesn't have any mounting hardware or holes or anything on the back, so it definitely needs to be framed. But that's pretty much what I wanted to show you guys and kind of go over the difference between the 2 types of canvases I'm using for the 100 Chickens project, because I know some of the people that have purchased some of the paintings, they want to know about the price difference, and that's why. And now you can see the differences and the sides and the advantages of either using either or. I like both. I prefer this, of course, but it is quite expensive. These, the cost of these is about $9 or $10 a panel, but it's so nice. It's so super nice. But you know, there's something to be said also about not having to purchase a frame, and the watercolor ground is archival. You can also, with this watercolor ground, you can actually paint on anything, any surface, any non-absorbent surface, glass, plastic, metal. This particular one is transparent. So I'm interested to see how that goes. I actually just purchased some of their iridescent gold watercolor ground too, and I'm super excited because I thought that would lend itself really well to like doing like a combination of maybe the transparent with the iridescent. And anyway, we'll see how that goes. I'll definitely be on the lookout for that. That should happen over the next few weeks. So anyway, I hope you guys are having a good day, and that concludes the video of showing you the differences between the 2 types of panels I'm using for this project. Thanks.